Let's move on to the tip of the week. And David and I were chatting, trying to figure out what would be a really helpful topic. We do look at the Facebook group to see what kind of trends people are interested in and learning more about their directory websites. And if it's okay with you, I'd like to pass it to you, David. We came up with this great topic: 3 ways website visitors can help grow your business directory, and some very overlooked and obvious low-hanging fruit to really help with the growth of the directory. So if it's okay, can I pass it over to you, David?
Absolutely. So we figured start off by talking about some of the standard typical ways that we can boost our website traffic. First one's publishing content. We're all very familiar with this. Obviously, blog articles, videos, podcasts, maybe images or ebooks, depending on what kind of media your target demographic, target audience tends to consume. But so publishing content, having a social media presence, obviously, many businesses, I'd say probably most, try to have as much of a social media presence as possible across a variety of platforms. So we'll touch on that a little bit in a future slide here. Advertising on Google and social media, Google and Facebook ads, which then can also drift on over to Instagram and YouTube, tend to be the most prevalent, but that's obviously a big avenue to go down. Writing guest posts on other websites that might have larger audiences or audiences that might be interested in what your website is offering. That way you can get some more eyeballs and backlinks over to your site. Collaborating in the same vein with other websites or businesses, again, to get their audience notified about what it is your website provides. And then also just generally improving your website's SEO. That can be both on-page SEO, like title tags and keywords on your website and lots of good content, as well as off-page SEO. But an easier way, we thought, would be to capitalize on existing website visitors. So a directory website will tend to get more traffic over time from unregistered users than from your active members. So we can use this to our advantage if we want to continue to grow our website and its traffic. So 3 low-effort ways that we can use these visitors to help grow our website and attract even more visitors would be through social share buttons. We've put a little bit of a spin on this, but that would be kind of enticing them to support the local businesses that are on your directory. Suggesting a business, this is a huge feature request that we've gotten from a lot of business directory website owners. So we'll show you how to implement this, and this can help get more members signed up on your site. And then also to follow you on social media channels to establish targeted credibility. We'll touch on this also and give you some tips on how to really focus your energy and hopefully make it more of a success rather than spreading yourself a little thin over as many social media platforms as you can.
I'm just going to go back one slide. The typical ways to boost your website traffic, the burden really becomes on the owner of the website to promote it, to create content. So what we thought we'd do is, with this lower hanging fruit here on how to capitalize, as David mentioned, for the website visitors to kind of chip in with some of that heavy lifting to help the website gain more exposure. So that's kind of what we're after with this.
That's right. And we also utilize a lot of our registered members to try to increase our website traffic, having them share their listing on their own social media profiles and attracting reviews to their profiles and having them reply to reviews. And so we try to utilize them, but like we mentioned, we're probably going to get more eyeballs from just unregistered visitors on our website than we are from these active registered members. So if we can find a way to capitalize on these unregistered visitors, we don't necessarily need to get them to register, but if we can find a way to capitalize on them to share our website, promote it a little bit more, and get more traffic, then that would be, like Jason mentioned, kind of low-hanging fruit that we can grab. So the first one, social media share buttons on member profiles. Typically, visitors will probably overlook standard social media share buttons. They're all over the place, kind of just as much as ads are now on most sites. So we want to grab their attention, and we can do that by utilizing a graphic, whether it's an icon or maybe an animated GIF image. And we can also encourage sharing with an emotional message. So especially now, a lot of places are now coming out of lockdowns, but still a lot of local businesses still need a lot of support. So if you have a business directory, a great way to encourage unregistered website visitors to share business profiles that are listed on your site is one with that graphic. So in this example here, we just have a heart icon, but with the emotional message, you can say something like share this page to show your support for local businesses, something that really will connect with your target demographic.
I want to show a couple examples of this, something that everyone can do on their own. Let me actually go to our demo Bootstrap site, and we can see what this default widget is and what we've done on the sample site. So let's just view a listing here. I think we have it here. Okay, so first of all, look how many, this is our demo site, Demo Bootstrap, but look how many items are in the sidebar. Well, just showing that there's a place for banner ads. You can contact this member's latest tweets, and then buried here is, this is the standard, what we all have is share this page and then some related searches. So, if we really want the visitors to kind of help with the heavy lifting, we do have to focus their energy on the tasks we want them to perform. So in the example on our demo that we've created, we can go to a sample listing here. Right here, this guy, Jason Bourne. So a few things we've done here. We can see, and again, this is just a default share widget that comes with the BD sites. We've changed the title here a bit, share this page to show your support for local businesses, and we've added a heart icon here. So if we look at the slide, I did mention the text label that this is the sidebar share page. Let's go edit that text label together. I'll try to do this just a little quickly though. So, okay, share this page, just type share this page. All right, so here's the text, share this page to show your support for local businesses. And this is actually a font awesome icon. However, let's even change this a bit. Share this page to support, and Colette's site focuses on Selwyn in New Zealand, the area. But let's say it was a doctor site in a local region. Let's actually do this. Say Detroit doctors, it's a Detroit doctors directory. And we'll go ahead and save that. And I'm going to do one more thing. Dave, I didn't show you this. I just thought of it right now. We can go to, let's refresh this page. Share this page to show support for Detroit doctors. Okay. We could do one more thing. So when I click on share, we can actually choose what this is going to say with the social media, kind of like the SEO social media share settings. So let me show you what you guys can do, especially on the profile pages. What you can do in this example, and this is a little higher levels, go to your SEO templates, and the SEO template for member profile pages is template number 100, the member profile page main listings. And this is where you can control kind of the meta titles and descriptions and keywords, but also the social sharing and what the message will be when the page is shared. You can be more specific. Follow us here to show your support for, I'm just going to Detroit doctors. In this case, it's the member's full name and things like that. We'll just do the website name. You can just make the social share thing about sharing the thing. So you can have a description here and all that stuff. So let me just save those changes. So if we go to another page here and click on share. Okay. So obviously I can add my own message here. But the title of what's being shared now, it says, follow us here to show your support for Detroit doctors. And then the name of the website, this website happens to be called Webinar Demo. And then I can add a message here myself. But you can put something more eye-catching here that's a little more proactive. So after this is shared, someone who might see this in their timeline because their friend shared it and whatnot, they'll be more inclined to click on the thing that was shared. So in this case, it says follow us here to share your support for Detroit doctors, or whatever the focus of your website may be. So that's the suggestion here is bring more attention to the sharing, give it a more emotional message, and then also you can update the social share image. So for that, go to SEO templates, and for the profile page, it's the first one. It's number 100, and it will be under social media sharing. Another thing to mention is, look how many things are in the sidebar here. Just two. Another thing I've done here as well that we're looking at is I did make the profile page sidebar a bit wider, so it takes up a bit more real estate. Let me show you where I did that. Let's actually make it smaller in this case so we can compare. Under design settings, you do have options for sidebar alignments. So on certain pages like search results, member profile pages, things like that, you can choose the sidebar alignment. So here are the options: member search results, member profile pages, post search results, that's like looking at all your blog articles, post detail pages, that would be looking at a specific blog article as an example. So on the member profile pages, I've chosen to make it on the right side and wide, or you can have right and slim, which would be a little skinnier. But if my goal as the website owner is to draw more attention to this module, in this case, I want it wider. So let me refresh the page and we'll see it skinnier. So if you're doing it skinnier, then you can just choose, update your text or font so it fits, however you want it to be. And then also, this is the default share module. We did do a webinar on the share this and add this for enhanced social sharing buttons, right? Engage website visitors with enhanced social share buttons. So there's free tools out there that add more awesome buttons aesthetically to the site and give you a bit more control. And they're really easy to embed on your BD site. So we'll share the link to this exact how-to video that we did some weeks ago.
Great stuff. And one last thing I'll say while we're on this is most website visitors, if they do want to share a page, will probably share it kind of on their own terms. They'll copy the URL. Maybe they'll just text it to a friend or post it on Twitter. Most people don't utilize these social share buttons, but by adding a graphic, by making the text larger, by adding an emotional image, hopefully we can trigger something in their mind that at least encourages them to share the page, whether they're doing it through these buttons or through their own means.
Exactly. And because you brought up a good point in the red writing there, it says an emotional message. If it just says share this page, that's just a function that the website supports. But if you share this page to show your support for XYZ or whatever to share the awesomeness, give them a positive reason, that may elicit and trigger more actions to actually use these share buttons.
Exactly. So point number 2, suggest a business page and button. This is a feature that a lot of you who have business directory websites have asked us to implement. So it's pretty easy. We'll show you how we went ahead and did it on our demo site. But the idea behind this obviously is that your visitors, they probably know of a business that isn't currently listed in our directory, and it might be a perfect fit to add them. So giving them the opportunity to let us know that those businesses are out there, and maybe we want to reach out to them, get them listed. Maybe we want to create the listing for them, and if you have the claimable business listings add-on, just make it a claimable listing and then notify the business owner. So there's a lot of different versatile ways you can utilize this that would hopefully help grow your member community.
And what we've done is, so basically we're just asking if the website visitor, maybe, again, I'm just going to use an arbitrary example. It's a website to find locksmiths, local locksmiths or nationwide locksmiths. Maybe I'm on the site and my uncle is a locksmith. So I want to suggest his business to be part of this directory. What I actually did, I'm going to show you an example, is David and I cloned the contact us page, and we also just created a new form very quickly for visitors to suggest a business. They go to the page, and let me show you what it looks like. All right. So a couple things we've done is, again, as the website owner, we need to decide what actions we want potential members to take, visitors to take. So we don't want to clutter too much unless there's some logic in all the chaos, but we want to have the cues of what we want people to do. So we have, the top header menu. It says add your business down here. It says suggest a business, and we've actually highlighted the menu area with a red background. So this is the page we created. It says suggest a business. We're always looking for top businesses to add into our directory. Okay, I'm a top business. Why wouldn't I want to be added here? So it says fill in the form to suggest a business. And again, I'll show you in the admin, we just did the new form option and just added a few fields. Nothing too complicated, business name, business email, phone number, website. This will all get saved in the forms inbox. And then you as the website owner can follow up accordingly. Again, what we're looking for: a business that's ready to connect with more customers, an established business that has been serving our local community, a business that locals love to engage with and search for online. Well, everyone wants to be these types of businesses, so obviously you should get some people who fill out this form. So let's take a step back and see what we've done here. So let's go to My Content and the Web Page Builder, and let's look at the page first. So this was the suggest page. I created a new page, suggest a business. Okay, great. So what I did is I actually used a table with just 2 columns. So it was just left side and right side. And really what I did is clone the contact us form. But on the left side, it says fill in the form to suggest a business. And then all I have to do is render the embed code for the form I created, and we'll look at that form in a second. Suggest a business, and then the form loads here. And then what we're looking for, that's just this stuff on the right side. And we've also enabled the hero section, which shows the background at the top with the title text on top of it, overlaying above it. So that's what we've created. And let's actually fill out the form together once. Let's refresh the page. Business name, Jason Inc., Jason at jason.com. Okay, business website, we'll just put this website. We have been serving the community for 10 years. Okay. So they submit this form. Awesome. Thanks for your suggestion. So let's take a look at this form now and how we created it. Just breeze through. We've been covering forms a lot in the previous webinars. I hope you guys have been picking up on some of it and implementing your own forms. So what I did is I had just clicked on the new form button here in the top. And really I gave it a nickname, and a variable is actually automatically created. And what we created is this form here, suggest a business. And we have this cool form preview here. So I just did business email, business phone, business website. You can add a new field if you want. We'll say, business location. And, we'll do this one as a paragraph since it could be multiple lines. Let's save those changes. And we can see here now it says business location. And what I did is there's a button here to copy the short code. That's what you saw on the web page. It was under the title. So you copy this short code. And when you copy it here, I'll just paste it here in this little search bar here. This is what you're getting. Form equals suggest a business form. So if you want to plant this form or embed it on a page, just click on the copy short code button here. And even cooler, if this is actually an update that I didn't mention, you can now actually personalize the thank you message after a form is submitted successfully. If you go to Edit Form Settings, now there are a few options. You can redirect them to another page. What happens after the form is selected, redirect to another page. You can put the redirect URL. In this case, I'm showing a success pop-up message, and I've added a custom message here. Awesome. Thanks for your suggestion. Thank you. Your application has been received. You can put a number of things that are specific to the form that was filled out. Maybe it's a contest form. Maybe it's an application. Maybe it's a report problem form. Thanks for reporting this problem. But you can now choose the success message to show here. So that's really cool. So yeah, we created this form, we copied the short code, and we put it on the page. And when that form is submitted, it does come to the forms inbox. And we can see here it was filled out on the suggest page, and we can view the full inquiry. And we can see here, Jason Inc., Jason at jason.com. We have been serving the community for 10 years. So you can follow up with this business. You can go ahead and add the business to the directory. Maybe you want to collect all the information and manually add it yourself, or you want to send them a sign-up link to the free sign-up option on your site, or you want to follow up with a paid sign-up option. But this is a way to get your visitors to suggest more businesses to join your site for you. So, we're all trying to figure out how to get more members to join our site. There's nothing better than a suggestion. It's from a referral, almost close to word of mouth. Did I miss anything here with this one, David?
No, I think you got it all, but I did want to mention if you wanted to be a little bit more efficient or save a little bit of space, you don't need to put that link to the page with the form in the main menu. You could add the link in a sidebar widget, right?
You certainly can. You could. Well, let's talk about some things that are easier. Let's actually look at how we did this main menu item here and making it red. So we went to Menu Manager, and in the header main menu, so here it is. It says suggest a business, and we're using the Font Awesome Plus icon here. And we're linking to the suggest page. And actually, to make the background red, if you toggle open the settings, you could do a few things, but in the outer LI class, it's basically, do you want to attribute some CSS classes, again, a little higher level, but basically I'm putting BTN danger, that's button danger, that corresponds to the danger button color I've selected in my design settings. I've chosen to make it bold here so it stands out in the main menu. So this would be something easier that everyone can do without any custom coding. However, you could have it in a sidebar as well on the member's profile page. Should we add one, Dave? Let's do it. So in the widget manager, this is going to be a custom widget, so it's custom HTML code. This would be the next level up. So we'll call this widget suggest a listing, and we'll just make it a link, and we're going to take them to the suggest page, and we'll add a class. We'll make it a button. We'll do button danger, and we'll do button LG, and we'll make it bold button, so it's a large button, and I'll just copy what we had in the main menu actually. I can go here. I'll just use the same text, this one here with the font awesome. Okay, suggest a business, and it's going to the suggest page, and this is it, suggest a listing. So we save this, we're creating a little custom HTML snippet here. And then what we want to do is go to the sidebar manager and pop that widget in any of the respective sidebars that we want. Let's do the member profile page. And I'll search for that widget. Suggest a listing. I'll put it at the top. Save changes. Let's see if it looks good. There we go. I can add a few more things to this. Just a second. Actually going to do button block. That'll fill the whole space, and I'll add a clear fix underneath just so there's a little. I'm going to share this whole thing with everyone. All right. And copy this into the chat for everyone if you want to create your own button. Obviously, the location of this page probably won't be / suggest for you. It would be yours, but let's save this. And I'll put this in the chat for everyone and refresh the page. There we go. So we have it here, David. We have it as a little element here, and this is actually pretty cool. That would look good on the search results page too, huh? Let's do that. Let's toggle to the member search results page and search for that widget. Suggest a listing. Put it at the top here. So you just make that HTML snippet once, and then you could just put it around the site in different places. Here it is, suggest a business, and it should take you to the suggest a business page. Is that what you're after, David?
Beautiful. That was it.
All right, cool.
All right, last but not least is encouraging our website visitors to follow us on just one social media profile, not necessarily all of them. We want to focus our energy on promoting just one of the social media platforms we might have a profile on. So typically, we'll probably have profiles on Facebook, Twitter, maybe LinkedIn, maybe Instagram, and maybe YouTube. But Facebook and Twitter, I'd say generally would probably be the most popular to have a profile on. But if we can focus all of our energy, or most of our energy rather, on just one of these platforms rather than all of them, then that might be able to bring us more followers to that one specific platform. So obviously we'd want to focus our time and effort on the platform that would be most appropriate for our target audience. So this really depends on the industry that you're in. If you have a business directory for more visually oriented industries, maybe design or fashion, then maybe you'll want to focus most of your time on promoting your Instagram rather than your Twitter. That doesn't mean that you can't also have a Twitter and you can just duplicate whatever posts you have on Instagram over onto Twitter as well. But if you can focus more of your energy on Instagram in this example, then that might bode better for you in growing your audience on social media and then pushing more traffic over onto your website from Instagram. Another quick example, if you have a local business directory website, then maybe Facebook would be your best bet. Maybe you can get a group going for local businesses or maybe people who live in the area or who visit it frequently. Maybe they'll want to join the group on Facebook. And then you can have a really great sense of community on Facebook. And people might find your website through Facebook that way, through Facebook groups. So it depends on what your target industry is, who your target demographic is, where they tend to hang out most online. But if we can focus our energy on a specific social media platform, then hopefully we'll be able to grow that audience quicker rather than spending our time and effort on all of the social media platforms. And if we're able to grow our following on one of those platforms more, then that has a better chance of making us look more credible, more established and trusted. And it also shows people that we're active and that others are following us. And in general, all of this combined hopefully will allow us to attract more visitors to our website from our social media page if they might not have been able to find us otherwise.
Perfect. I guess, again, as the website owner, most of us are solopreneurs, working on our own website. So our time is limited and it's not even feasible to manage, 4 or 5 different profiles on different social networks. So the recommendation here is be strong in one of your profiles, whatever makes sense for your industry. If it's Twitter or Facebook or Reddit or Instagram, whatever makes sense for your industry, be great at that, making that one profile look super established and seasoned and drive all your visitors to follow you on that one profile. And we have some examples of where you can actually ask people to join your social channels. So, something we're familiar with, I just put the social media thing at the top here, but here's an example. Let me just go to the home page. At the top here, yeah, it's cool that we have all of them, but again, what are we asking the visitor to do? It's nice that they can come to all of these different social profiles we have. This is actually more so reserved nicely in the footer here, which is normal. But what we wanted to show you are a couple places where you can place some banner ads asking people to join your social media channel. So the first one is simply in your sidebar. And we can see here, we have, this is a nice button here, David. We have the banner here for Facebook group access. This is to join the BD Facebook group. And we just created a little banner. You can use lots of tools. You can use something as simple as the Paint program on your Windows, or you can use Canva, which is a great website, canva.com. It's free, and you can really build beautiful banners there very quickly. So use one of the banner ad slots to promote yourself and to drive people to one of your social channels. So in this case, we can go to the design settings and we can do a couple things. I'll just litter the site with banner ads. How's that, Dave? With the same banner ad, just to show everyone the possibilities here. So we have the sidebar banner ad, and that's here. And I've set up the link. I've uploaded the image, and then the link where that image should go to if someone clicks on it. The header banner ad, let's upload an image here. Well, we can select an image here. I'll just use this longer version that we have, and I'll use banner ad image, and we need the link. Now, depending on where the ad is going, you might want to size the image accordingly. You don't want an image too big in an area that'll look awkward. You can have below. I'll do 3 more spots here. And we'll do the footer as well. And again, I'm just putting the same ad here for demonstration purposes, and make sure these are enabled. Okay, and we'll save the changes. Oh, in order to show the header banner ad here, you not only need to add the image in the banner ads tab, you need to enable it in the header settings. So let me show you where that is under general, and you go to header and the header search module. I guess we should call this header call to action or something like that, David. You want to choose display header banner ad, and that will display the corresponding header banner ad that's right here. So let's save those changes. And let's unleash the Kraken here with banner ads. Refresh the page. Oh my goodness. Okay, so obviously this one is large and in charge, but we can see here again, you can promote yourself to your visitors. Maybe it's not to a social media page, maybe it's to join your site, or you're showcasing some other content on your site or a special page on your site. But here we have the header, the below header banner ad, the sidebar banner ad, and if we scroll down, we have a footer banner ad. There's actually an extra one down here as well. So find the spot that's right for you and drive visitors to join at least one of your social media channels. I think that, did I leave anything out there, David?
No, I think you covered it. One thing I'll add is if you don't have a banner, you don't know how to create a banner, depending on the social media platform that you're targeting, there's a lot of tools out there that can pull your profile and basically create like a little embeddable widget. I know Instagram, there's a lot for Instagram that kind of make a collage of your photos. There's some for Facebook as well. So if you just do a quick Google search, I'm sure you'll be able to find some embeddable options if you want to go that route instead of creating your own graphics. But here, what Jason has up now, Canva is a great site to really make easy banners, great looking banners as well.
Thank you so much for putting this together, David. Definitely some actionable items there for everyone, and we came up with a few ideas along the way as well. So great tip of the week there, David.